Hello everyone and welcome to my Saturday evening stream, or depending on where you are in this great old big world of ours. Over here it is Saturday evening and this is going to be a chill little stream. I wasn't at one point today I was thinking, nah, I'm not going to stream today. But then I thought, I'm going to play Minecraft anyway. And what's the fun of playing alone? So here we are, ready to continue work on the skeleton spawner room. Now, I'm starting this video not at the home base today. I was thinking we could maybe just get straight into it. Because, as I always say, if not, why not? And there we go. I've got the stream up on my second monitor just to make sure everything runs smoothly. And at the moment, it seems that it is. OBS is connected. We've got a good signal, no dropping frames, and I think that's the signal for us to get going. So let's go into the room and see what we are dealing with today. Or maybe we can just recap what we did yesterday and then we can talk about the plans for today. So for those of you that hasn't been here last night or in the previous stream, you can go and watch it. I have saved it as a VOD on the YouTube channel, so you can go and have a look at it anytime you want. So we now finally have our filter system set up and working. We worked on this little crafter setup that takes the bones from the filter, turn them into bone meal, and then push them into a second crafter to turn them into bone blocks, which then gets all deposited into this barrel down here. Let me demonstrate while I talk. On this side, we've got the barrel for the arrows. What are we going to do with all the arrows that we're collecting? Well, you can leave your suggestions in the comments and I will see. Now, I am using a mending bow, so it's crucial for me to always have arrows on hand. But I do not believe I'm going to be able to use all the arrows that this skeletons are dropping as loot. The next barrel this side captures all the loot that's not bones or arrows. So I think that's enough. Those are definitely enough skeletons for the demonstration. So let's switch off the spawner. Or switch on the lights, however you want to view it. And then we can just take my sword that's got sharpness, fire aspect, looting, unbreaking and mending. And not sweeping edge. Can we still add sweeping edge to this sword? I'm going to have to find out at some point, unless anyone in the comments care to tell me. So anyway, let's kill these guys and wait for the drops to go up this water stream. You can see them flying along. And there the light goes, so we've got some arrows coming into the system. Perfect. So I did test this last night and it is working. It's working really well. Except for some of these bones that doesn't seem to want to go into the system. Just throw them in there. Just to get rid of them. And up they go. Through the system. And we've got 2 extra bone blocks. So let's have a quick chat about the plans going forward. Now, how the hell did you end up there? How did that little skeleton end up in here? So I thought everything is lit up well enough that they shouldn't be able to spawn up here unless they spawned up there somewhere. Oh, down there? No. I have absolutely no idea where that skeleton came from. Maybe after the stream I'll just check out my replay footage, which I have set to automatically start recording because I keep forgetting to start the recording on that side. Anyway, plans for today, plans for the next part of the build. This side I want to install a little furnace setup. Now this furnace setup will be to take these armor pieces and just smelt them into nuggets, because what else am I gonna do with those loot drops? Anyway, so over here I would like to start setting up the smelter setup. So I was thinking, if we just do this, I would like to get well, we can just open this area up a little bit more because I'm going to need the space anyway. So we can take a barrel. The barrel is going to be right here. And then we'll have a hopper feeding into the barrel. We'll place a furnace on top of the hopper so that anything that gets smelted in this barrel just gets deposited right into the furnace. Next up, we're going to, this is a very simple auto smelter setup. So we're just going to do things like this, and I'm going to have to change the stone behind this, or I might not have to. I don't think I need to, honestly speaking. But I need to see how I want to get the items into the into the smelter, and that is going to be the challenge for today's stream. So anybody just joining us in the chat, even if you are just lurking or just playing the stream in the background, welcome and thank you for joining us. Today we are working on making a little more progress in this, well, I'm calling it the skeleton spawner room, because we've got a skeleton spawner, we've got a kill chamber, and we've got a loot processing plant. Anyway, the next thing I would need to do is get a few barrels. Now, I'm not sure whether or not I've got any barrels lying around. It would definitely not seem like I do. But that's no problem. We can just make some. So, a few slabs. And a few planks. And 2 barrels, I believe, is all I'm going to need. So, next step. We put a barrel up there and a barrel over there. And I believe this can be... So originally I thought I'm going to have a deposit system this side. One side we're going to throw in the fuel, the other side we're going to throw in the items that we would like to smelt. Now, at some point I thought, but that's not going to work. But now that I'm looking at the setup that I've got, I believe it might actually work. It might actually work perfectly. But that's going to take a little bit of time and a little bit of effort. And I am not scared of either. So let me get digging. I'm going to have to open up a little bit of space behind this smelter setup, and then we'll be able to see what we've got to work with. So at least opening up this space, it's easy to fill it back in. I definitely have the resources. Stone, cobblestone, deep slate. I've got tons of all of those. Now I just don't believe that I should dig any further than this. I certainly don't need any more space than this. I can guarantee you that. But I'm going to have to figure out how I'm going to do this transport system. Now, as I said, I just need to quickly have a look here, because this is going to be stairs. So we're gonna have stairs right here and right here and right here, but we should still be able to throw stuff in there. That should work perfectly. So the first slot for fuel, I think, will definitely not be a problem. But when we look at the slot for the items we want to smelt, even though I believe that will also not be a problem. I just need to figure out how exactly we are going to make it look good. Now, I think the first thing is that I need to get some bricks. I don't believe this will be enough. Let's just make another stack quickly. And I have to be honest with all of you. I think I will be pretty glad when this whole project is done. When we are finished with this project. This has been a fun little project, don't get me wrong. But when it's finished, I believe I will be in a very happy space of mind. Alright, so this side, I'm not going to need too much effort, I believe. Because if we do just do this little wall, and as usual, preparation, not really one of my strongest, or one of the strongest part of the way that I play this little game that we all love so much. And I don't know why I'm not making more chests, because I know for a fact I'm going to need much more than this. But I guess just make what I need in the immediate moment and put that one there so we can have a little water stream just pouring the loot in there. Now this, I didn't think this was going to work, but I think now that I'm looking at it again, it will work perfectly, because we can cover all of these up with blocks. And then we'll have one little hole in the middle for so that we can access the furnace should we need to. Now if I can just find some of my favorite building blocks in this area, it would seem the tinted glass really kind of a waste of resources, some might say, but I think it fits the vibe of the area, and that's what we're going for. I shouldn't have put that one there now. But anyway, let's quickly finish what I need to do here, because we are going to need to maybe go another one in. No. This will be fine. Then for temporary measure we can just do this and bring another piece of glass, and now I seem to have messed up a tiny little bit, but not a problem. I believe I have to take this one out so that we can put the... Should the water stream needs to be? Right in there. Well, at least this water can't get anywhere close to any of my redstone. Then we'll need a few of these. And one of these guys. Just to make a little bubble column. Which is going to be another issue, which I might not have thought through. But anyway, let's do first things first. That we can just remove. Okay. I'm going to need this one, and then we can just... Oh, where'd that sign go? Should get... Oh, the sign would have gone in there because you can use signs for fuel in a furnace. You can also use bows, and looking at the state of some of these bows, they might be perfect to be used as fuel. But alright, let's see. Because now, if I just do this, finish this, and I need to decide how am I going to prevent the water from coming out of here. As I can use signs, or a sign. That's going to maybe bother me a bit. What can we do for pressure plates? Can we make... I don't think we can make deep slate pressure plates, can we? Anybody in the chat know? For some reason I can't remember. Let's see. Pressure plate. Stone. Iron. And all the wood types. Should we maybe... Well, let's maybe do an iron pressure plate and see if that works. Just going to... We can test it, right? It will work. And now will we be able to throw things in there? And that's just what I've been afraid of, that they might get stuck, but because I'm not going to be able, because if I could stand here, that will be fine, it would be easy to throw them in, but the idea is to have stairs here. Well, maybe we should just leave the stairs for this part anyway. So that's just going to make life a little bit easier. We can maybe put a stair over here. Well, we'll figure that out when we get to that part, when we start decorating this room properly. Now we need to figure out the water stream that's going to take our goodies into this barrel. And that's going to be a little bit more of a... wouldn't necessarily go as far as saying it's going to be more of a tricky situation. But if I am honest, it might be a little more tricky. I think for easier access, let me just open up a little area where I can run through, and then we'll figure it out. And anybody new in the chat, hello, good evening, welcome. How is your Saturday going? This stream, if you would like to only sit in the chat and lurk, play the stream in the background, you're more than welcome to do so. However, if you would just like to say hello in the chat, that's even more perfect. Everybody's welcome. This is a safe space, and we are working on completing this little spawner room of ours, and I believe we are making really good progress. Now let me see. I believe for back there I can use normal glass, so we're never going to see back there, or if we do see back here, it will be very, very infrequent. So if it's not never, it will definitely be not frequent. So let me see how we can best do this. So if we can have the water stream running up here, maybe use a little bit of normal glass. That should do the trick, I think. And I just want to fill that up. We need to get a little bit of a soul sand, and that's going to bother me. That's definitely going to bother me. I'm gonna have to do something about that. Let's just put deep slate bricks in there, and I believe that's going to be the exact right thing we need to do. Then do I need to piece of glass, and do I have my sign with me? But I don't. Let's not use the sign. Let's just make another iron pressure plate. And geez, inventory management. No, 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 don't throw away the carrots. You will regret that. We can do this. Okay, where's my pressure plate? So the pressure plate right here. And then we need a bucket of water. This water, if I place it in there, will just drop straight down, which is exactly what we need. And then if we go around back, just see, so it does flow. Do you believe it's going to? Is that going to be a problem now? Because why are those getting stuck there? But you know what? Let's just... Let's just first get rid of the water. Because I'll show you just now why I'm saying that. Because what I was gonna do is break this piece of glass to put another hopper in here, and doing that might have caused the water to come in here, and that would have destroyed the redstone. And knowing myself, it would probably take me an hour or so to figure out why the dropper system isn't working the way it's supposed to. So now if we put the glass back in, and what can we throw in here? We're gonna throw in a golden carrot just to test, and that should end up... Well, why is it not ending up where I expect it to? Where did the carrot go? Sorry guys, let me just check something here. Where's the carrot gone? Oh! Oh, that makes sense. That makes perfect sense. So the carrot is just going to be lying down there because I haven't done the magic yet. And before we do that, let's just close off this area. Then we can plant the kelp and is that high enough? No. Well, the kelp went up. The carrot went through. let's just do one more. Okay, did I not put enough kelp? Or did I use... Oh. There you go, bubble column activated. So that's going to work. Let's just see. We throw a torch in here. One torch. Getting great. It's working. So this was less of a pain than I thought it was going to be. And that's, well, that's always good news. So now, let me quickly just clear out, wow, 10-minute cycle. 10-minute cycle in Minecraft. Just states that every 10 minutes you need to take a few seconds break. Otherwise, when you go outside, you will have to deal with phantoms. Even though they do give you phantom membranes, but those membranes are also only that useful. Alright, so I believe we are getting close to the point where we can start decorating this place and make it look pretty. Now, the furnace setup, I don't believe I need to have any fancy lighting system in here, and well, I'm definitely not going to bother with that, because honestly speaking, we should not fill this thing up very quickly. So I don't think that will be a concern. So, okay, what I was going to do before I got distracted again, I just wanted to clear up the inventory a little bit, and let's just get my safety bucket filled with water, and then let's have a look here. So these bows are pretty torn up. These golden boots doesn't have any enchantments. So this side is going to be the items we're going to smelt. So they should go into the furnace, well, right there, if I just remove my food source from it. Then this side we can just, and guys, don't let me do this. I've been using the same sort of system in a different world, and you see this sting like a bee power 5 bow of mine? Yes, in a different survival world I actually dropped that bow into a system like this and used it to smelt one piece of armor into a nugget, and that was very dumb of me. So please keep warning me not to do that. But anyway, the fuel goes in here, and the furnace gets working. And that's perfect. So, am I right? One bow? Does one bow only do... How many things can a bow smelt? Or 1.5? Okay, well maybe it's 1.5 then. There is our 2 little nuggets. Now this system isn't going to provide us with a lot of iron and gold, but as I said earlier, what else am I going to do with the armor pieces that gets dropped by these skeletons? I'm definitely not going to wear it. This little corner right here is going to bother me as well. So how about I remove this piece, remove this piece, and we just fill it up with a bone block. Right? And then this little corner can be the ideal space for something that I might not have. Oh, I do. There it is. A grindstone. Why did I do that? Bone block needs to go in there. Then we can have a little bit of an anvil situation and a grindstone situation. Why do we need that? We need that so that we can take these enchanted loot drops from the skeletons and just get a little bit of XP back before we go and throw them into the furnace to be burnt to a crisp. So at least we've got some use for the bows and the iron and gold armor that these skeletons will kindly provide us with. Now honestly, I'm not too concerned about the enchantments that's on these items, because I have my villagers to trade with, and they have been providing me with quite a bit of experience. I mean, I don't have any... Well, I've got this skeleton farm or skeleton spawner here that can give me a little bit of experience, but the majority of my experience in this world for repairing my tools and doing enchanting has been gained from trading with the villagers, with the farmer villagers of all things. And they are not even cured, because I'm starting to get rich on emeralds and rich on crops. So I don't know, maybe it's worth going back and getting a zombie to infect them so that I can cure them. And on the other hand, maybe it's just too much effort. Now I am thinking at some point I might get a little bit bored, or I might just want something different to do. And at that point, I may just go in and cure those villagers, or infect them so that I can cure them. But now I'm standing around talking and talking, just so that I don't need to start decorating. But I think the time has come. I should actually get my act together and finish off what this room is going to look like. Now, I wasn't planning to, but I think it might be a good idea. Sorry, I'm just having a drink, that's why I'm going quiet. That's better. Okay, so I wasn't planning on having access to this area at the back here, but I'm thinking that it might be a good idea to just have some sort of access to it. I go in a little deeper. Just so that if anything goes wrong, I can get back here to just see what's up and fix it. So I think a good idea would be to just have a little doorway this side to go through to the back. But I think before we do that, let's finish this room. Get the walls in, get the roof in, or the ceiling in. And then we will see. I don't think, if I'm going to have the access there to the back area, I'm definitely not going to make it look super good. Now I'm thinking we can remove this glass and just replace it with these amethyst blocks, and then let's just fill in all these gaps except for this one. We don't want this one covered. We want to be able to see the furnace, and I just want to test a little something with that furnace. Let's just make a lever quickly, and I can never remember whether it's stone or cobblestone. So let's just put that there for now. And what can I smelt? Definitely throw that bow in there. And maybe let's just throw a piece of kelp in here to smelt. I just want to see. Now you can smelt kelp, right? Why? Oh. Okay. So this will work. But then on second thoughts, am I going to even need... Okay, so if I put this switch here, this lever. So in other words, you're telling me this lever is disabling that hopper up there. Which isn't exactly what I wanted. But I guess I can live with it. That's alright. I hope this setup will allow me to gather the XP from that little furnace back there. I believe it should. So let's just go around filling up the rest of these walls. Such a lovely sound placing these amethyst blocks. I'm sure if you are a little bit more musical than I am, you should be able to make a nice sound or a nice tune by placing these blocks. Even though I think it's going to sound very much monotone. Now next up, the 10-minute cycle has come and gone. And honestly, I know you don't need to tell me. I'm not sleeping every 10 minutes. I'm just trying to sleep enough to prevent those pesky flying phantoms to appear. Alright, next up, where's my stairs? Only 12. What is going on up there? What? Where's my horsey? Why are you up there? What happened? What happened? Why? Did some of these nasty nightly creatures scare you? How did the lead break? So, that's probably another thing I'm going to have to try and figure out on the replay later on. Because I didn't think mobs would have any effect on my horse out there. Maybe at some point I just need to bring my horse in. Now I'm thinking, so is this going to work in these corners, or should I basically just do this? Let's just see. So that will look better. But then, if I want to match that, I will need to take these blocks out. Put amethyst in there. And this side as well. Yes, that might work, but I'm not entirely sure. Let's quickly just have another look at this. This or that. This looks a little bit flat. So I'm thinking we should go with this initial idea and alright, yes. I think this is going to be the look we're going to go for. Okay, so that works. Let's do this one. I think that also works. This one we can also do it, but over here, I don't know if I do this. I'll probably throw a stick in here. So can I should be able to throw it in and it should work. Well, and as I said, I'm probably not going to use this fuel system too much, so I guess we can just leave it be. Keep it that like that. Okay, then let's quickly 1, 2, 3, and Hmm. Alright, so the roof will come over here. Okay, I think this is progress. Let me grab a few stairs and see, do we still have any? I think I might have used... No, we still do. It's now the stairs going to be coming in like this. All right. That's good. Few deep slate stairs, and let's put these guys in. That's the whole point, is just to sort of round off the edges a little bit. So and so. This water stream here is going to cause a little bit of headache. Very disco. I wanted to say long time no see, but you've been here, what, 2 or 3 nights ago? So happy to see you. How's things going on your Saturday? Anything interesting happened today? While I go and deal with the 10-minute cycle again. So what do you think about the progress so far? Any comments? Any ideas? Any objections? Let's grab a few more of these stairs so that we can just maybe finish up that's wrong, and it will come through this side. Now next I need to take out this row of stone. Get me a few more stairs up here. Enderman, Enderman. Hello. No, you can't, you can't. Oh my gosh, this is loud. Why? Why does an Enderman have to be that loud? And just look at this. Why? I thought I had the Enderman griefing. Let me just check here. I was sure I had the Enderman griefing data pack from Vanilla Tweaks. I might have to just go and double check what I've got installed from Vanilla Tweaks and maybe fix it if I don't have it. Anyway, let's quickly... Jeez! Why do I never have the resources that I expect to have? Am I that bad at this game? Or that bad at planning anyway? Alrighty. Let's get the ceiling in. Then next up we need a few more stairs, like this. You see now, this area isn't working out. Oh, and I know exactly why. This area wouldn't work out because I need to do things properly, the right way, then everything should work out. And let's just get these in here. Grab that, get a chiseled deep slate. Chisel deep slate and hang the lantern. So that's what we've got for the roof. Now what I'm going to do between these sort of lighting setups, I'm not completely 100% sure yet, but I guess we can figure it out as we go along. Now, do I still have any I do. Deep slate bricks. You see, I think I should be doing one thing at a time. Otherwise, I'm going to keep running into issues. Now, you see the original design, I had this. So that we've got 3, then 1, 2, 3, and this is what the original design looked like. Then but you see, because I messed up this spacing over on this side, so I can't exactly do it the way I wanted to, but I'm sure I can just do a little something to make it work. And boom, bam, bada-woom, like so. And this is going to be 4, which isn't... Oh no, this will work out if I do this. I can do that and that. And that. And this little corner here doesn't seem to work for me, but I'm gonna leave it like that for now. We'll come and see what we can do in that little corner. So Disco, what? Sorry for what situation, my man? I mean, if you're not active in the chat, that's very well, you don't need to be. And I mean, you can... Yeah, let me know what's up. Is there anything I can help you with? Or, well, I can't really help, but I'm always here to listen. If you have anything. Let's do this, and let's grab more stairs quickly. So everybody in the chat, let me teach you one good lesson today. Just one lesson that I wish I would learn. And it goes like this. Proper planning prevents poor performance. How much time do you think I could have saved if I just planned properly and had all the resources at hand that I need for a project like this? Don't worry, you don't need to answer me. I'm just saying, if I can ever teach you one lesson in life, proper planning prevents poor performance. And hopefully one day I can follow my own advice as well. Oh. No, I didn't want to do that. Everything looking good. I think so. Alright, let's work on the next light fixture on this side. However, now if the Minecraft... No! Thank you very much. I was going to say something about the Minecraft day-night cycle, but then I was interrupted by that mob preventing me from sleep. I don't know where these mobs, do they spawn outside during the night and then just find their way into my little hideout? Let's quickly go and have a look what that wandering trader... No! Jeez! You guys heard that. You guys heard that. You flippin' stupid. Go away. Go away. Jeez. Oh my word. That almost gave me a heart attack. And let me tell you. Let me tell you this. One thing. My armor can definitely absorb a creeper attack. Right? No problems there. But hearing that right behind you. If you're a Minecraft player and that sound doesn't scare you, I would like you to let me know in the comments. And now I'm going to need to find a few emeralds because I really want to get some of this rooted dirt. And I guess that's... Well, I don't know. Will he accept my payment of my... Well, he does accept it. Thank you very much. Thanks, Norman. See you around. Or not. And as you can see, as per the normal, my inventory is a mess again. Like, don't you find, I don't know, is it just me? Was everybody's inventory messy like this always? Especially when you're busy with a project. I think when you're busy with a project, a messy inventory is sort of the expected norm. We can put it that way. But it just gets a little bit boring at times, having an inventory clog up as quickly as it does. Now let's see. Stay. Let's just build this thing around. Get another chiseled piece of deep slate like that. And I'm not going to have the slabs I need. Um, but not a problem. We've got plenty of wood. And let's just get another stair up. Now, any thoughts on the rest of the ceiling? Yes, now, if I put a row of stairs here, then it's 1, 2, 3. I think this might just work out, because if we put stay like that, that's not really going to work. Let me just figure something out here. So if we have stairs going like this, and we have stairs going like this, then we've got how many? 1, 2, 3 rows. What can I do with this space? So I'm thinking maybe just something like that. I think that looks pretty cool. Then can we do the same thing here? Okay, that's going to be a bit higher up, but I think I can live with that. Or should I put an extra instead of this? No, it's definitely going to have to be, because what I was thinking is if we do this, right, and we move this one there, we do this, just for a little something. I'm not going to put lanterns in here. But I think that just gives it a little bit of shape. I can, obviously, if I want, we can put another lantern there. So let's just do this for an example. I think so. I think so. I think let's do that. And put more lanterns in here. So how does that look? Is it too much? Should I do something else? Do you have any other suggestions? Anybody in the chat? Any suggestions? Or am I leaving it like this with the 4 lanterns on this side? So that wasn't what I was planning, but it kind of works. I think it kind of works. I am seeing another thing coming here. At least there's no redstone around here that could get messed up. So let's do this. No, it's wrong. Needs to be up there. All right. So that part of the ceiling is in. I'm thinking we're making good progress. I'm thinking this is starting to look and feel the way that I wanted it to. So everyone, this stream has been going for just about an hour and a half. So I think you guys must just give me a minute or two just to take a proper sip of water and maybe have a little bit of a stretch. But while we do that, let's get a few skeletons in. And just going to stand here, and I'm going to just abandon you guys for 2 minutes. Let me just quickly go and grab a bathroom break and fill my glass with water, and then I'll be back. I think we can go maybe another hour on this stream if you guys are interested. At least another 30 minutes, but I think we could stretch it to an hour. So while you watch the skeletons for me, I'll be right back. And we're back. How many skeletons do we have? Oh, they are gathering up. And you see, that's exactly, I made this like 3 blocks wide, this drop chamber, because I don't want them to entity cram too easily. Now my problem is when I kill these guys, some of the loot comes out here, so I was wondering, can we maybe just replace this block with a stair, like so, and we should still be able to wipe them all out. And that I've got fire aspect on this sword, which isn't ideal. Now, do we have anything? Those lights needs to go on to tell me that there's items coming through, and it's not. Oh, there we go. Arrows are flowing in. And then this side, 19 bone blocks. That's nice. That's super awesome. Now, what do you think? Can I leave this spawner running while we figure out what's going on here? And then every 5 minutes or so we can just come along and swipe at those skeletons. I do have one concern though. I think I might either just have enough or just not have enough pale oak to finish the ceiling. Come on. Sorry, I'm just letting my dog back in, because otherwise she's going to be scratching at the door trying to come in, and that will just it will annoy me. Yes, I mean, dogs, any pet lovers out there in the chat, I can tell you one thing about myself. I do love pets. Well, I do love cats. I'm a cat person. But my wife's dog, even though a lot of the times I will say and admit that I kinda hate dogs. But before you leave, because I do say that I hate dogs, but this little doggy is, well, she's like a child in the house. And I guess when it comes to dogs, and me hating dogs, I don't hate children. And I think most people that's got pets, those pets do have a place in your heart, like a child would. Now, I'm not saying pets can or will replace a real human children, but I think if you're a pet lover, they come pretty darn close. Whether you've got children or not, like whether you've got real human children or not, pets are family. They are children in our homes. And even though they may annoy us sometimes, for those of you that don't have kids of your own, I can tell you, real children also can be annoying at times. But we love them, whether they are annoying or not. We do love them all. So now I need to stop getting distracted by that skeleton spawner. Let's get get a little bit of space in the inventory first, and then finish this ceiling. So now this part, let's see, this part, I'm going to need a few more stairs. Where? No! No, 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 no! Where did that come from? I mean, they shouldn't be. Can't be from the spawner. Did it come from outside? Jeez. These skeletons. And you know what? If I switch on my light overlay, all these red, hear me, red numbers, these green numbers are telling me that those are safe spots, but I see another one. Where? Ah, but this is, they shouldn't be able to spawn here. They can't spawn here, definitely. And shouldn't be anyway. Where do you come from? No, 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 no. I can't die to skeletons. I need to figure out where they are spawning. Where are these guys coming from? Jeez. Ah! Aha! I found you. Are they spawning up there? What? Oh! Oh, I see. That's not cool, but alright. I found you. I know where you're coming from. Let's just switch that off. That was a unforeseen little mishap. That was a little oversight. But let me deal with these guys. Then we'll go and fix that up. That could have easily cost me my first death of this world. Let's just go and look what's going on there. Oh my, how? How the hell did I miss this? Come on. So this is where the skeletons is dropping into the kill chamber. Right? This is where they're dropping into the kill chamber. And when I was working up here, I opened it up and... Oh, did I open it up or did I just not... Did I just never close it off? Oh my goodness, wow. How's that for poor execution? Never mind poor planning. That's purely poor execution of a plan. Oh, and then this is why I didn't put a stair here. Because by placing a stair there, I don't get the experience that I'm supposed to be getting. So, how are we going to solve that? So we're either going to have some of the drops coming out, or we are not going to get the experience. And that, we need to solve that. How do we solve that? Let's just see. Oh my, this is coming along nicely. This as well. Power, unbreaking, protection, fire protection, aqua affinity. This would have been a nice helmet. Well, not really. Respiration, aqua affinity, protection. These things I can just all bring here to the grindstone and remove the enchantments. Alright, but I'm getting sidetracked again. We need to figure out how we're going to solve this problem over here. And then I'm also going to need to go up and let's go and do that first. Let me just make more deep slate bricks, and then go and solve the easy problem to solve, which is this drop area. And I think the best solution there would be just to brick it up. Ah, that's alright. Not gonna worry about that. So that should solve the mystery of the skeletons. Just amazing how they are able to veer off the path and find their way out of the drop chute. Anyway, I need to finish this ceiling and I keep getting distracted with other things. So let me, for now, should we? I mean, can we? No, we can't. What can we do here? Can we use a trapdoor there where at the skeleton drop? I mean, I can. I believe I can. The thing is, I want it to look good, and the thing is, unless if we do that, we can kill them. But the drops are still going to come out, and it's still going to prevent the XP from coming through. The other thing I was thinking about is maybe put like a trapdoor there. And that's not going to look nice now, is it? Unless we do that. Let's quickly check this. I don't know. Because ideally I don't want the the loot to come out. I wanted to go directly into the hopper. But I do want the sweet experience, because why have a skeleton farm or a spawner farm if you're not going to be collecting the experience? Can we maybe... Here's another thought. Put the stair like that. And this one. Like that. So now if we swipe them, the drops should stay in there, and we can just open the door to get the experience. How about that? Anybody got any objections to that? I think that's what we're going to do. But now let's leave those skeletons to accumulate and quickly see if we can finish this ceiling. Okay, now... Oh my goodness! If I could place the blocks in the right direction, or whatever. Like so. Okay. Like so. Then we'll get a slab up there. That's looking decent. This way, are we going to just go straight with the stairs like that? Like that, and then throw a slab in there. That looking alright. Now this corner here, should we take that out and put a that better? I think that works a little bit better. Hey, come on guys, you're making noise here. And experience. Oh my. These skeleton spawners are definitely better experience farms than I remember. Alright, so I think this will work. Alright, so now I need to figure out this, because now the door is supposed to be here, right? So that's about, where's this up? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's gonna come out about here. Unless I move the door. Because that's another option. We could move the entrance, which I'm considering now. And that's the problem with doing these, well, unplanned builds. Because the plans are going to keep changing. But now I'm thinking I could either put the door right here, make a double door, right this space here, which will work out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I believe we can do this. Instead of having the door here where I originally planned it, we can just have it right over on this side. But anyway, I'm going to switch off the spawner, because the noises in my ears are getting to me. And then let's see if we can work on finishing this area. So we're going to have to dig out this a little bit so that we can have the doorway over here. So then I don't know, can we do this? Can we get the stairs to well, I guess that works. I guess that works. All right, everyone, let's see if I can quickly finish this thing off. Because I think I need to maybe get to a point where we can end the stream. So, but here's something, guys. In the comments, let me know. Let me know in the comments what you think. Should we let's do this quickly. Um, Tell me in the comments. I was gonna put up a poll, but let's not do that. Tell me in the comments. I'm giving you, let's say, 5 minutes. Eh? If I can have one comment in the comments, can be just post a smiley if you want me to go on for another half an hour. If I get no feedback in the comments, maybe that's a sign that we should stop the stream and call it tonight. So take 5 minutes, think about it. Let me know in the comments if you want me to keep going for another half an hour. I'm alright to do it. But let me know what you guys think. And then I'll decide whether I'm ending or going on. In the meantime, while you decide, I will just finish work, or not finish work, just work a little bit further on the walls over here. Let's do this, and now this corner, am I going to fill it in like that? Okay, and then grab my stairs and boom, boom. This one and this one. Just do the same thing than what I've been doing. Can I still get up here? Yes, I can. Let's get these guys dealt with. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, so this one, we're going to put a door in here for backstage access. Let's just do that. Like so. Put a door in, and then like so. We'll just decide what sort of door are we going to use. Well, no, let's not wait to decide, because I think we can use a pale oak door. Since we've got the white theme anyway, the white and purple and black, I think we can put the pale oak door in there. And I think that looks nice. I don't know how any of you feel about the pale oak. I think the pale oak looks really nice. I don't have any issues with the pale oak. Now why did I do that? I don't want to keep unnecessary spaces for mobs to spawn. So this one I'm going to need to remove those. Ding 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 ding. Ding ding ding. There we go. And this needs to... Let's just do... No, 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 no. Wrong block. Let's close it up like that. Perfect. This is going to be our door. And this is going to be... like that. Then I'm going to need to do this and that. Do that. All right. This is looking like something. I personally think this is looking good. This is looking good. But now this is in the way. Just see. I need to think, what am I going to do with this little corner? This corner and this little corner. We're going to need to figure out something, but we can come and put some decorations in, I think. Now, let's see. Do I have any more chests, or am I going to have to break one? Okay, where am I gonna just put the chests for temporary storage? So I just want to get it out of the way for now. Let's just put it this side and clear my inventory a little bit. Ah, pick the right block. Come on. Can okay. So I just need to move these things away from the they are a little bit in the way now. And I am just continuing the mess, it would seem. But that's alright. We're gonna be better off soon. I can do that. Let's just see. Just move all of these things away because I do want to start working on a little bit of decoration. But to be able to do that, I just need to make some space. So let me finish with this. So this is not going to be permanent. I'm just for now just making a little space so that I can move more freely in the skeleton room, and then we'll see. So guys, even though nobody said anything in the comments about whether or not I should continue, I am going to go on for another 20 minutes or so. Let's call it on the hour to end the stream, because I'm thinking, why would I end a stream 20 minutes to the hour if I could just play another 20 minutes? But now I need to start thinking about what we are going to do, because now this area, okay, this so let me see right here. Is it, where is the spot? This is the spot. I do want to do an enchanting setup over in this room, and I was thinking that this area would be suitable, and I wanted to drop it into the ground. But now the problem I've got with that, so let's say we put the enchanting table right here, eh? Then we need the bookcases surrounding it like this. But if we do that, I can't have these bone blocks here, because then the enchanting table will not be able to be a level 30 enchanting setup. So I'm going to need to do this, and maybe that. Alright, so let me go and get an enchanting table. What do we need to make an enchanting table? A book? We need a book, we need some obsidian, and we need a diamond or two. Well, not a diamond or two, we literally need 2 diamonds. And I do think I think I've got the resources available to do it. And then I need, well, the enchanting table needs 15 bookshelves. But I want to completely surround it because it's going to look a little bit off if we don't completely surround it. So let's go and get what we need. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 16 bookshelves. So let me put these bone blocks in here because, oh my, 2 stacks already? That's not bad. And then, how am I going to get out of here? Okay. And we're going to need to, but I think in the next stream we'll work on the entrance to this little hidey hole of ours. Let me go and grab an enchanting table. Well, hello, squid. And, well, I don't know, should I just move this enchanting setup? I mean, no. No. We'll leave it there. Let's see, I should have the resources. So I've got 26 bookshelves. We need 16. But I can bring all of them. I am sure I can use it for a little bit of decoration. Then I think I need 4 obsidian. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not 64. And then 2 diamonds. I think I've got diamonds. I need a book. Do I have books? I don't have books. That's a crisis. No. Books. No, Bella, no. Not a problem. Grab a piece of leather. Ah, leather. 1 leather. 3 paper. And book. And enchanting table. There you go. Everything's sorted. Come on, socks. Let's pull up your socks and get back to the spawner. I seriously need to work on a pathway as well. That's a problem for a different day. Oh, and I need to finish the ceiling. Is 10 minutes going to be enough time? I believe it will be. So there we can place the bookshelves. And that's alright. I'm happy with this setup. Maybe not perfectly aesthetic, but we will have level 30 enchants, alright? Leather boots. The perfect test. Yes, we've got level 30. That's great. Okay, so let me fill in this part of the ceiling before we call it a night. So I'm going to need these and these. Alright, let's see now. So this. Okay, so this is just going to come all the way around here, like so, and then the slabs just going to be definitely not there. Like so. Now, this, guys, for those of you that's been watching this stream, watching the channel over the past week, this has been a week's worth of work. Well, not a week. 4 days. Has it been 4 days? This is 4 days worth of work. And I have to say, I am mighty impressed. I think this came out really... It came out nice. It came out really well. Now let's see. Are we going to do the door? Like... How am I going to do the door? Am I going to put the door on this side? Or should I put the door... We put the door right here. And then do this. Great stuff. I think that's the way we'll have the door. Now, I am concerned, as this could be... Well, I don't believe... I believe we've got enough light here. No, obviously we don't. That's not a problem. Place a torch there. Get a torch in there. And that should solve any sort of lighting problems. Do something like this. So we'll now make a nice little entrance way, and then we will need to do a little something about this space here, because this isn't, we're going to have to close this up, but I think maybe we can just grab a bit of dirt and sort of try to, well, even though this makes a nice area, so maybe I'll flatten it out over here, let it slope down, and in the corner right here under this overhang, maybe have a little bit of a camping area, maybe a small tent or a lean-to. That's an idea that I might just keep in mind. But alright, guys, I think, hi Mike, how are you doing tonight? Or, well, I'm saying tonight, but I don't even know if it is night where you are. But I think this is it for today's stream. I need to go do a few things off camera, and well, I would love to keep streaming all night long, but I think the time has come for me to call it a night. So each and every one of you in the chat, the quiet watchers and viewers, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining the stream tonight. The last two streams, like today and yesterday, they've been such a fun experience. We've achieved so much in the spawner room, and I want to say, honestly speaking, I wouldn't have been able to do it without you guys. Even just seeing a few streamers watching, or a few viewers watching the stream, really motivates me to stream longer, where I would usually stream about an hour, hour and a half. These last two streams has gone over 2 hours. This one is at just about 2.5 hours. And without the support I'm getting from you guys watching these streams, I don't think I would have been able to keep up and keep streaming for so long. So I would like to take a moment and just really, from the bottom of my heart, thank each and every one of you for joining me. Guys, please remember, if you did enjoy the stream, do subscribe to the channel. Maybe consider hitting that like button. And if you want to support me financially, and that's totally up to you, it's not compulsory. I'm going to continue streaming anyway, but I have opened channel memberships, and you are welcome to become a member. Currently the memberships doesn't really get you anything extra. I am working on some icons and badges and stuff, and becoming a member will purely just be to support the channel and to support my journey on this streaming thingamabob. So guys, thanks for listening to me. Thanks for sticking around with all the rambling I've been doing. Thank you again for joining me, and I hope to see you again next time. The way these last two streams has been going, I was thinking of doing another stream, a modded stream tomorrow on Twitch, but if you guys are interested in watching what I'm doing in this world, I might just be back in this world tomorrow. Same time, same place. Thank you so much. Have a lovely weekend further, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.